Hi. Hi. Wowie. Where the flip have I been this whole friggin' time? I'm sure you're wondering why I've gathered you all here. Hi, sis! I, kind of fell off the face of the earth a little unintentionally there. But we are so back. Okay, first of all, my partner Basil and I were hired to work on, drumroll please, Pop Culture Jeopardy for Netflix with Saturday Night Live host Colin Jost. Woo! Yippee!
Hooray!
That was a project that probably took about 2-ish months. I was actually hired on to do character and prop design as well as rigging, which, as you guys know, a bit loves to rig. But, yeah, I was doing a lot of design work. Basil was doing animation, of course, because Basil is a f***ing animation legend. Shout out Basil. Yeah! Woo! But, anyways. On top of that, I was busy working with Forever Flow on my Flow Star design. If you guys are following my Instagram, you probably saw that I entered an art competition for this Flow Star company back in October of 2025. And it didn't really go anywhere. I didn't win the competition, but Forever Flow was still interested in my design. So we worked together and we have put together a design that's going for sale in July. So there was a lot of design going on. I was designing with Forever Flow. I was designing with this company called Cartoona, who was doing the work for the Netflix animated intro for Jeopardy. At the same time, our lease was ending at our old apartment, which was kind of just a nightmare to deal with overall. I can show you guys, we were kind of going back and forth with the leasing agents at our apartment because we didn't want to pay for a parking spot. When we began living at the apartment, the first leasing agent we talked to made it sound like, you know, getting a parking spot was optional because there's still like a bunch of open parking. It's just like, if you want the covered parking there, like you have to pay like $25 a month for it, da-da-da-da-da-da. And they were raising our rent, so we didn't want a parking spot anymore because, you know, if they're going to raise our rent, then we need to offset that cost. Well, when we went to go talk to the leasing agents, they gave us a bunch of confusing, like, answers. One agent told us, she's like, oh, no, like, the parking is, like, mandatory, but let me see if I can talk to my boss and maybe I can hook you up. Maybe someone will want your parking spot. And, you know, we're not really supposed to, but let me see what I can do. Well, we never got a follow-up on that. My partner Basil went to negotiate about the parking spot. It went really poorly. They ended up cussing each other out and they terminated our lease renewal, which is fine. We didn't want to renew with them anyways because they weren't being considerate of their tenants, because why are some people having to pay for parking and some are not? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, any big city really is going to have some scumbag landlords that are always trying to make a quick buck off you. In the same vein of things, about a week later, our parking garage floods with human remains. Well, not remains. Nobody died. Our parking garage flooded with human sewage, which was extremely nasty. They didn't make any effort to reach out and like clean it or anything. So we had to pay for these parking spots now that are flooded with human sewage, with feces and urine and like, ew, like what the frick? And so I reached out to the leasing agent who terminated our lease and was so rude to my partner. And I was like, hey, like, what are you guys doing about the sewage in the garage? Because you're charging us for this parking and like, it's nasty. This is a biohazard. This is literally human feces. And the leasing agent, without even like missing a beat, she instantly emails back and she's like, no, babes, like, you're good. The maintenance people already cleaned up, but they cleaned up really promptly, da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, okay, so why am I out here looking at sewage in the parking garage then? How are you gonna boldface tell me with your whole chest that they cleaned it up promptly when you didn't even go out there to look yourself to see if they actually did it? Like, make that make sense. What the Anyways, a bunch of drama with that apartment. We are out of there right now. We are waiting for my brother to graduate. Today is May 29th, which means my brother graduates tomorrow on the 30th. Whoop-boo. What the whoop-boo? Yippee! Woohoo! My brother's graduating from SCAD, so same school I went to. What can I say? We're just a family of little artists. I love that for us. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I am rooming with a nice little lady from the goblin school I work at. She has this whole like mother-in-law suite like in the bottom of her house, so we've kind of taken over her downstairs until my brother graduates tomorrow. After that, he has a little summer job that he's working, so he is gonna have some money to basically get a place with Basil and I. So we're getting the fam together. The art school has really limited graduation spots, so there's only 4 tickets. My family is much bigger than 4 people, so half of my family is going to my brother's graduation, but me and Basil are taking my youngest siblings to Ren Fair for the first time, so I'm looking forward to that. I love to look at the little crafts booths out there and buy some jewelry, buy some earrings, buy some little hair accessories. And I'm really excited to see the kids' first impression of the Ren Fair, because they're like a little older than I was when I went to Ren Fair for the first time, and it's a super magical place. I'm super stoked for that. So when we moved in with my coworker, that was going fine. We got everything moved in. We went back to the old apartment that weekend to clean, so we wouldn't be charged with like hella cleaning fees, etc., etc. And when I got back to my apartment, I went back before Basil because Basil wanted to finish cleaning a little bit longer. I was getting tired and we needed to go check on the dogs, so Basil told me to go home. When I got home to our new place, I opened the door and there were puddles of blood like everywhere. I called Basil. I picked up Holly, our dog who was sick and, you know, was the source of the blood. Picked her up, scooped her, put her in my car, drove straight to the emergency vet. It was super late at night. We got to the emergency vet around midnight. We were there for several hours. About 3 a.m., the vet comes in and says that Holly has tested positive for pancreatitis, which the way they explained it to us basically means that Holly ate something off the ground, like maybe when she walked her in the new neighborhood, that she wasn't supposed to have, and it made her like super sick. So her pancreas got really swollen. Made her super sick, and so she had to stay at the hospital for 3 days, like getting IVs. She basically just had to stay there until like the blood and everything like stopped coming out of her body, because that was super scary. You know, when I heard pancreatitis, the first thing I said was, is that like forever? Like, is it like cancer? Is this something we're gonna have to keep like treating forever? And they went, no. Like, she just needs some medicine and she'll be fine. And I was like, okay. So like, thank God it's treatable and it's like a permanent, it's not a permanent condition, which is what I was worried about initially. She's okay, but her vet bills were about $3,000 something. I'll put the exact number here in the video if I can find it. So now, on top of wrapping up for Jeopardy, on top of finalizing the Flow Star design with Forever Flow, now I'm like, oh my god, like we need to raise some money for our dog who got really sick and has this like crazy vet bill. So what I decided to do was I opened these like wiggly doodles for Holly, and I advertised them, you know, initially as pet portraits. If you help Holly get some of her meds, like I'll draw you a cute little pet portrait. I had a lot more people reach out than I expected, which is awesome. Like, thank you so much to everyone who contributed to Holly's funds for medical care. She says thank you so much. I'm so grateful to see that she's back on her feet. She's doing super well. And these originally started out as pet portraits, but we kind of branched out into doing some like people portraits as well, and then some like modified non-wiggly portraits, like depending on, you know, if they couldn't reach the donation goal. The donation goal was like $45 to get like a wiggly doodle. If they donated less than that, like that was fine. Like I still made art for them, but maybe it wasn't wiggly. Like maybe it was like a half body instead of a full body, you know, that kind of situation. As Holly's getting better, Holly's recovering, we're still doing some wiggly doodles for Holly. I was actually set to table at the Furry Weekend Atlanta Commissions Corner, and I ended up not being able to attend because I got the flu, so that was really disappointing. The other thing was the artist alley at Furry Weekend is set on a lottery sort of status, so it's really random what days you get in or if you get in at all. I know Sunday's not super great for vending, and we were only accepted for Sundays, so it wasn't like a huge loss. Even though we didn't go to the con on Friday, this was before we got sick. We did end up going to Ray first, which was pretty fun. We got to see Passenger Princess live. Side note, I was off smoking in the corner at the rave, and Passenger Princess walked literally right past me, and I blew smoke directly into their faces. I am so sorry about that. So, FWA was a bust. It didn't get to go. Was sick in bed for like almost 2 weeks, feeling like absolute garbage. Started to recover from the flu, but then again, as I mentioned earlier, I worked my day job at a goblin daycare and was dealing with a lot of job stress, difficult coworkers. And then it was the end of the year, so we had goblins like graduating. I had burnout from all the work that I was having to do at the end of the year to get ready, because like my school doesn't have summer break. We just work kind of all year long. My summer break is only a week. So it's like suddenly we had all this work to do at once, and then we're getting ready for the new goblins that are about to start in June in our little goblin cave. I've just been feeling really burnt out, but we are hanging in there. I guess you probably want to know, like, what are my plans now that we're coming out of kind of that crazy time of my life. I'll be honest, I'm really looking to make art my full-time income again. It has been a couple years now since we've done art full-time, and I really miss it. I'm okay working at the goblin daycare for now, but as I mentioned, it's super draining on my energy. We kind of just go all the time. I'm really tired. I want to invest time into creating beautiful like prints, keychains, stickers, so that I can sell my little pastel wares in art markets. I want to start vending at more cons again. I just put in an application for a local artist alley market. This is my application's being reviewed, so we'll see if we go anywhere with that. I want to make a lot more prints. I want to actually get these keychains in my hand that have been designed for a while now and I haven't properly ordered. I want to order those. I want to put those up for sale. I'm going to be able to sell my Flow Star design starting July 30th. So please, please, please keep an eye out for that. This star is really beautiful. It features a fox and a deer. And when you spin it, it kind of looks like they're chasing each other. And you get this cool little rainbow gradient on the star. I'm really excited that people will be able to buy this and be able to have my art in their hands. That's really exciting, and it makes me really happy. I want to keep vlogging what I'm up to as an artist. I want to use this channel to kind of keep myself accountable and keep creating and look to my audience for inspiration when I start to feel burnt out instead of retreating and going into hermit mode. And I have this beautiful live 2D model now. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about this model. Hey, I posted a model showcase a little bit ago, but I'm super duper proud of this model. I love the little line wiggle. It took forever, but I feel like the way it came out is so worth it. My model's movement is really smooth. She's really cute. I really love having the expressive mouths again. It's been a while since I had a model with mouths that's expressive. I feel really cute. I feel like I can smile. I feel like I can... Oh yeah, I have some... I have V-bridger tracking on here, so I can do cool things with my mouth, like stick my tongue out, and I can put my mouth to the side. Alright, just a few closing reminders. My collab design with Forever Flow goes live July 30th. This is my design, Land and Sky. I will be doing a whole video about how I designed it and what the manufacturing process was like coming up soon here. Please keep an eye out. It'll be on foreverflow.co. If you watched to the end of this video, thanks so much. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with the shenanigans we get into here at the Lemonade Stand. If you'd like to support me and see some behind the scenes content, don't forget I have a Patreon. The link will be in the description. I love you little lemon drops so much. I will see you guys in the next one.